Hi everyone, Ajit Ghuman here again. Today I want to talk about something that's costing SaaS companies millions in revenue and valuation, which is getting your pricing strategy wrong. Most founders and product leaders get this completely backward. They jump straight into the price points. What could they be starting with? They could be starting with the pricing metric. They could be starting with packaging. But if they're really smart, they'll start with the segmentation and positioning. I want to introduce a framework for you that's in my book. It's called the PPP Hierarchy: Positioning, Packaging, and then Pricing. What is this hierarchy? Most pricing problems aren't actually pricing problems. They're actually positioning problems that are manifesting in the pricing that you're able to extract from the market. Think about it like this. Positioning is about carving a place of influence in your buyer's mind. It's about figuring out who your target customer is, what benefits you bring to them, and how you solve their problems better than alternatives. Packaging comes only after positioning. Do you create the right offers with the right combination on features for each market segment? So think of packaging as like the vehicle of your positioning. Finally, you come to the price point for each package based on the pricing metric and the structure and the price points. I'll give you an analogy. You want to buy a BMW car. BMW itself has a certain type of positioning. The 3 Series car itself has a certain sort of positioning. You want to buy a 3 Series. Then you look at the different 3 Series models. Those are the different packages, right? And you choose the packages the best fit for you. You may still not be looking at pricing, but then you start to consider pricing and the packages side by side as well. So everything started with a perception, a desire, a place in your mind. Then you finally found the offer and matched it to what your wallet was willing to pay. If you're thinking like this as a customer, BMW is thinking like this as a company as well. But why are most software companies not thinking this way? Software companies are thinking, hey, I have X customer, they're selling something for $10. I'll also sell something for $10. Are you making tomatoes? Tomatoes are commodity products, and even tomatoes can be differentiated. So why are you not differentiating? Most startups start with the price. They look at competitors, pick a number, and work backward. Now, in this hierarchy, what I want you to do is I want you to start with positioning as the foundation. You get this right, then you go to packaging, and then you go to the price point. So I'll give you an example of positioning. And if you've seen the show Mad Men, the Mad Men show has this example. Lucky Strike cigarettes didn't really have any differentiators from their competitors. But what was their genius? Their genius was positioning themselves around one aspect of tobacco manufacturing, was that their tobacco in the cigarettes were roasted. In reality, all cigarette companies roasted their tobacco. But by claiming this position first, Lucky Strike created a perception of differentiation by which they could charge a premium. Now, this is happening in FMCG products all the time. Why can't this happen in software companies as well? It can, right? And it should. The lesson is positioning comes far before pricing. It always does. So let's break down how to do this correctly. Start with the positioning. Who is your ideal customer? What pain points are you solving for them? How are you uniquely better? If you're selling to a VP of sales, you need to understand what's already in their mind. What vendors do they know, who their peers are, and what thought leaders they follow. Then you create the packages. For each different customer segment, you want to create the feature set that solves their specific problems that map to their willingness to pay. Then you determine the pricing metric and the price points. Are you going to sell by seats or usage? You choose a linear model, a tiered model, and then you set your actual price points. Here's my advice to founders. Before you hire expensive consultants that rip apart your pricing model, first make sure you've nailed your positioning. If your sales team is constantly getting pushback or price, it's likely more because your positioning isn't differentiated enough. Remember the PPP hierarchy: positioning, packaging, and then pricing on top. Get this right and you'll maximize your revenue and valuation. That's it for today. If you found this useful, feel free to watch other videos on our channel. This is Ajit Ghuman, founder of Monetizely, and if you want to talk to me about your pricing, you can fill out the free assessment link in the description. I'll see you in the next one.